Today we have a match between Miraidon and post-rotation against Archuladon. Miraidon's going to lose a lot of cards in rotation like Forest Sealstone, Raichu V, Raikou V. So we're going to see if it's still going to be viable or not. Archuladon was currently one of its hardest matchups before rotation. John is playing Miraidon and he's won the coin flip and made me go first. I'm going to start Iron Bundle and play Earthen Vessel, discarding a Metal Energy to search out 2 more Metal Energy. I attach 1 Metal Energy to Iron Bundle so that I can retreat with it next turn. Then I play Ultra Ball to get Squawkabilly EX, and play the other Ultra Ball to get a Duraludon into play. The Squawkabilly is going to allow me to reset my hand and draw 6 cards with its Squawk and Seize ability. I bench another Duraludon and then pass the turn. John has started the Joltik, which has the attack that allows it to attach 2 grass and 2 lightning energy to your Pokemon. He benches Latias and then plays Ultra Ball. He discarded Magneton and Balls and found Miraidon. He's going to use its tandem unit ability to search out 2 lightning Pokemon. He gets Pikachu EX and Iron Hand EX. He is playing the Future Booster Capsule, so the Iron Hands can knock out Duraludons for 2 prize cards with its Ampy Very Much attack. He attaches Grass to the Joltik and declares the attack. He's going to attach all 4 energy to the Iron Hands EX. Then on my turn, I bench Pheasantipity and play Iono, hoping to draw something to play. And with the Iono, I don't really find anything useful. So I'm going to attach a Metal Energy to the Duraludon. And right here, I make the decision to knock out the Joltik, hoping to be able to knock out another 1 prizer later. But I don't think that was the right decision. He promotes the Iron Hands that has all the energy needed to attack. And then he has Nest Ball, so he is going to be able to find the Pheasantipity and draw more cards because I knocked out the Joltik. And all he needs is to find Future Booster Capsule to be able to knock out the Duraludon for 2 prizes, and he draws it off the Pheasantipity. He attaches it to the Iron Hands EX, and now his Ampy Very Much attack is doing 240 damage. He benches Hoot Hoot, and then takes 2 prize cards. I promote the Duraludon, hoping to find Archuladon. But I don't. I attach an energy and play Night Stretcher to get back another Duraludon for the next turn. Then I play Nest Ball. There's not really anything important I can find here. I go ahead and put Wooloo in play so that I can use it Evolution Boss's Order effect later in the game. Play Jamming Tower so that the Future Booster Capsule will prevent him from knocking out the Duraludon with Ampy Very Much. I'm able to play Ultra Ball and get Archuladon into play and attach 2 Metal Energy to it with its ability. But Metal Defender only does 220 damage and won't be able to take the knockout. I use the Flip to Script to see if I can find anything else to change that. I use the Iron Bundle to force up another Pokemon. And he's thinking about the Hoot Hoot, but he decides to just put up the Latias EX. This will allow me to take 2 prizes, but this will also end up making his counter catcher live. He plays Arven, finding the counter catcher, and Bravery Charm. He then countercatchers the Squawk ability, which is going to allow him to take 3 prizes on it with the Amp You Very Much attack due to the weakness. He attaches an energy to Pikachu and then takes his 3 prize cards. I promote the Duraludon, Archuladon. I use Flip the Script, hoping to find something to get me out of this situation. I do have the black belt training to be able to knock out the Iron Hands. I bench another Duraludon with the Nest Ball. Attach a Metal Energy. Then I'm going to play the Black Belt's training so that I can take the knockout on the Iron Hands and go down to 1 prize card. He promotes the Pikachu. Uses Flip the Script. And with this, John plays in the junior division, so I'm helping him because all he needs is Crispin to win. So he has the Noctowl in hand, which will allow him to find the Crispin. He can play it to get Metal and Lightning and attach the Metal, and he already had Grass in hand for game. In game 2, John took a mulligan and made me go first. So I'm going to play Earthen Vessel. He was reading my Relicanth, which is what I had to start active. The Relicanth has an ability that allows your evolution Pokemon to use an attack from a lower version of them. I'm going to bench Wooloo and then Nest Ball for the Squawk ability. I was hoping to get a better hand, but it's risky putting the Squawk ability in play against the Iron Hands EX. I get another Earthen Vessel to get some more energy to my hand, but I don't find a Duraludon to bench. So I pass the turn. He's going to play Earthen Vessel, discarding Gravity Mountain, which is only good against Stage 2 decks like Charizard EX and Dragapult EX. He finds Grass and Lightning. He attaches the Lightning to the Joltik. Then he's going to bench Iron Hands EX. And attaches the Bravery Charm. And then the Jolting Charge attack is going to be able to allow him to fully power up this Iron Hands EX. Alright, then on my turn, since I don't have a Duraludon on the bench, there's not going to be a lot I can do. I attach to the Wooloo and pass. That's so that if I evolve in the Doubloo, I can still retreat by just attaching 1 energy. He plays the switch to get into the Iron Hands EX and takes 2 prize cards on the Relicanth. Promote the Wooloo. And since he left energy on the Joltik, even if I am able to gust it up, he can still retreat it. I play Palpad, just putting back 2 researches since this might be a long game and I need to draw a lot of cards later. I play Research, drawing a whole new hand of 7 cards. I do force the Joltik up, which will make him retreat, but it's not going to make much difference. He retreats and moves the Iron Hands up and plays Nest Ball, getting out Pikachu EX. He then takes 2 prizes on the double. On my turn, I'm able to put down Ursaluna, but because of the Bravery Charm, it's not going to do enough damage. I play Iono, getting a new hand and putting him on 2 cards. All I need is 1 energy to be able to attack with this Blood Moon Ursaluna, but I'm also going to need a way to retreat. I find Scoop Up Cyclone to put the Squawkabilly in hand and put the Blood Moon in the active and attach energy. Its Blood Moon attack will do 240. The Bravery Charm makes Iron Hands have 280 HP currently. I bench Duraludon and Wooloo and then do 240 to the Iron Hands. He benches Pheasantipity, but since I didn't take a knockout, he can't use Flip the Script. Since he does have 2 lightning on the Iron Hands, he will be able to use the arm press attack for 160. The Blood Moon can't use its attack twice in a row, so currently I have no way to attack and no way to reset the attack. So I attach the energy. There's not going to be much else I can do at the moment. I do boss the Pheasantipity, so it'll force him to find a way to retreat it to be able to win the game. And with that, he has energy and wins the match. We decide to play a third game for fun. I go first and start Relicanth to his Joltik. I play Nest Ball and get Duraludon. This game I'm going to try to avoid putting Squawkabilly in play so I don't have to give up 3 prizes to the Iron Hands EX. I attach energy to the Relicanth, allowing it to retreat next turn, and then pass the turn. He's going to take a similar line to the second game where he benches Iron Hands EX and attaches to the Joltik, and uses the attack to fully power up the Iron Hands EX. This time he doesn't have the Bravery Charm, so it'll be a little bit easier for me to knock out the Iron Hands. So I draw for turn and play Ultra Ball, discarding a Research and a Metal Energy. I need Metal Energy in the discard pile for Archuladon to be able to attach later. I bench another Duraludon and then discard another energy to retreat the Relicanth and evolve into Archuladon, attaching the 2 Metal Energy in the discard pile. I then play Research, needing to find another Metal Energy here to be able to attack. I attach the metal, so now I can do 220 damage with the Metal Defender attack. So I take 1 prize card by knocking out the Joltik. He's going to bench Miraidon EX and play Counter Catcher on the Relicanth. This will allow him to take 2 prizes on the Relicanth. I promote the Archuladon and draw for turn. I have Black Belt's Training, which is going to allow me to knock out the Iron Hands EX by doing 40 extra damage to his active EX Pokemon. He promotes the Miraidon and plays Iono, putting me down to 3 cards in hand while putting himself at 4. He accidentally drew 2 extra cards, we just put them back. He attaches an energy to the Pikachu EX. And then he's going to use Tandem Unit to get Joltik and another Iron Hands EX. And passes the turn. I just use the attack and take 2 more prize cards, going down to 1 prize card. He has Grass to attach to Pikachu, and then plays Arven. He gets Power Glass to be able to add extra energy to the Pikachu when he passes turn. And then for the item, we're going to get Nest Ball so that he can play Flip the Script and draw extra cards. He's in a bad situation, so there's not likelihood that he can win this game. But this looks like it'll give us the best chance. So I use this Flip the Script to see 3 new cards. He then benches the Magneton, which isn't going to matter since I'm at 1 prize card already. He uses the Power Glass to attach a Lightning since he didn't have a Metal in his discard pile. On my turn, I use Earthen Vessel, discarding a Metal Energy to find 2 more Metal Energy. I then play Ultra Ball, discarding the Metal Energy to get the Archuladon and use its ability to attach 2 energy from the discard pile. I then use the Metal Defender to do 190 to the Pikachu because of its Resolute Heart ability. It will survive with 10 HP. He plays Earthen Vessel to find the metal energy needed to use the Topaz Bolt attack, which will allow him to knock out the Archuladon, but then I'll be able to return the knockout because of the benched Archuladon anyways.